So let's talk about season 4. You guys are in America. Mm-hmm. What I really responded to is there's a season where you go to the landowner and you guys discuss it. I don't want to give too much away, but I like the kind of political edge that this season is kind of already going for. Is that something that appeals to you guys with the scripts, and do you have any say in that?
I mean, definitely. I think that's one of the great parts of our show. That this obviously we're based on the books by Diana Gabaldon, and she has managed to weave these these real historical events so well through our fictional story, and it's great for us. I mean, I probably didn't study enough of my history in school, so I get to do over and learn all about history through the show, which is quite nice.
Yeah, we're definitely dealing with history here, and I think it is interesting. It's the British again, and we're dealing with them, and there's this battle and great war on the horizon, and Jamie and Claire certainly do some deals to gain land. But yeah, you're right. It was not something we were taught in school, so every day is a new lesson.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like we constantly learn from our history. We constantly learn that wait, maybe we don't know everything we should have known. And I think this show, the beauty of this show, is you kind of experience this through fresh eyes with your character.
Yeah. Well, what we're exploring this season is the beginning of what America today is. This is the story of an immigrant family coming to a new land. This idea that they're frontiersmen or that they're settlers, but obviously this land was already settled, and there were people that were already there, and coming as disenfranchised people from one land to another land and then participating some way in that same process is a real I don't know, it's quite a challenge for both of these characters to accept that, or to figure out how they do it in a respectful way. I mean, it's so nice when you see the bond that Jamie and Claire form with their Cherokee neighbours. That was a lovely element of this season, I think.
The fresh eyes, though, you say there is, in a way, Jamie is, he's a man of his time, and he's, dealing with learning about the history and how America is going to become, and trying to sort of help mold America into the land that it could be. And Claire is from the future and does have this more prescient notion. Yeah, but it's interesting to see him learn, and for them to work together to help kind of mold this land.
Well, I also love what you do with this character. You give him a real sense of humanity, which I think a lot of times you think of that, the Highlanders, you don't think of that kind of level of sense. And I think that's because of the connection with you.
Connection with Claire, but he's had a lot of experience, and there's definitely a parallel between the Highlanders and what happened to them, and the sort of parallels in America at that time, and the Native Americans, and so Jamie has a sort of almost an understanding with them after a while, and there's definitely a bond between them. But it is interesting, the parallels that are drawn there, and I think it's their relationship that gets them through it.
Yeah, and I mean, the chemistry is insane. After 4 seasons, is it still easy to just jump into these two and find that?
The old chemistry, yeah.
Best looking couple on TV. Come on.
God. I don't know. No, but what's so nice, I think, is after 4 seasons, Sam and I have such a strong bond anyway as friends. We can't stand each other. No, but it's really nice, and I think we both have grown into these characters. But at the same point, I think it's always really nice. Every new season, we get to explore new sides of them and get to continue to be surprised and challenged by the things that come our way. So it's a great job, and I think we both feel very lucky.
And I think this season, actually, in a way, they are more together as a unit. They are more a team. They always have been, but there's always been a lot of sort of tension between them, and will they, won't they be together, and now they finally are, and it's quite a strong bond that helps them and gives them this aid to then build this land and help create a new world for themselves.